Thug or Ramdev, what became first? And then you have moral policemen. So how do you solve this? Well, the problem is
to the idea of having a conversation with the youth, because at school, at a very fundamental level, like it or not, majority of the kids follow a herd mentality. Okay, you want to be a doctor, fine, even I'll be a doctor. You want to be an engineer, okay, I'll be an engineer. There's no real reason why you want to do that. Coming to conversation, 10 other people follow the same thinking, without realizing what are their reasons. So here, I think the right solution would be to have an open conversation with the kids, respect their opinions, respect what they're talking about. Yes, you can guide them, you can talk about them, because as a youth, I know for a fact that I might be wrong. Even right now when I'm making this sentence, I might be wrong somewhere, I'm still young. So, but yeah, I think there should be more openness and acceptance that kids do have a mind of their own, youth does have a mind of their own. And they should be given that freedom of expression where they can allow themselves to speak freely. And parents and teachers, they can always listen to them, not react, but talk to them about it and see what best alternate solution they
I'd
can
like
come
to
out
get
with.
Rikhil in here, simply because you mentioned
Example I want to take, and I'm going to take the liberty of taking the school's name as well, as a school called Tagore International in Delhi. Now, we were very used to, when we were going to these schools, we were very used to, approaching the topic of homosexuality really carefully, and we'd be like, yeah, so this kid finds out that his brother is attracted to boys, and then wait for the reaction. And by the time I reached this school, I was just like, you know what, they're going to say no, so it's okay, let me just go ahead and say it. And I was talking, and I was like, yeah, this is a story about this 14-year-old boy, and he idol worships his elder brother, wants to be like him, and one day finds out that his brother is gay. And these two teachers are sitting across the table, and they give each other a look, and Shachi was there with me in that meeting, and both of us looked at each other and said, yeah, he's cool, baby. That teacher actually high-fived me and said, this is so important and we need to start speaking about this, and it's high time somebody took a stand. The school has just launched an international LGBT magazine yesterday.
Wow.
And Thrive
round of
magazine.
applause for that school, guys.
By talking or just holding a hand, the situation taken by the teachers are in a different manner. First of all, the thing is that they have to accept the thing. Okay, whatever thing is going, take it in a positive way. If something is bothering them, they can go and talk to the counselor. Nowadays, the school is having an HR department. So they can go and talk to the counselor. Or if the parents are not able to understand what is the situation, they have to just go and talk to the counselor that this is the problem what faced by my child. How we can handle that situation. That is very important nowadays.
For me, in fact, it was a short film. We showed it at Kashish in this particular theater, I think, or in Cinemax. I think we showed it in Cinemax at Kashish, and it was awesome. And I'm so glad that it's now a feature film, and I'm really excited to watch the film. So for me, I've seen the way films deal with LGBT issues over the last 6 years. When we've been we got around 20 films in the first year in 2010. We got 50 films dealing with LGBT subjects from India this year, and I think that's huge. And I really think. One is, of course, like mainstream films, like Viacom is supporting a film like this is fantastic. I think it's really hats off to that. Also, documentaries and short films are really, a lot of colleges are supporting making of LGBT themed films. Like that is really interesting. So I think that for me is a future in terms of using films as a starting point of conversation about LGBT issues or any issues for the matter, because really powerful medium. And you visually, orally, you're actually getting so much of information, and you cannot really dispute. You can argue with it, but it's there, So that's something which we also believe. Actually, just to say this, Kashish has started a Kashish Forward program, which takes this onto LGBT films to colleges and universities. So we have had still hesitant. It's a long way, but I think the starting point has been made through a lot of the films all of you are making. I think this will be great. Yeah.
I want to ask you something, and Swara, both of you all, since you're all from the film industry, do you think the attitude of mainstream movies must change towards homosexuality? Because from the little bit movies that I've seen, I think somebody as a gay character is always stereotyped or made fun of. Like he said, the punishment was to sit with a girl. So I think, that's honestly, that's a boon for me. I mean, which school was this?
We would mess up just to get this punishment. That's exactly
Why did my parents put me in that school? I'm telling you, my parents ruined my childhood.
If
Only because towards homosexuality. I think those characters are always made fun of.
See, I'll tell you what, I think there has been a change over the last, I would say, 10 years in the way mainstream cinema looks at gay, lesbian characters. But I still think the change is very slow. I don't think it's happened enough. And also, I think there's this whole cycle of production, distribution, actors, casting, and the whole cycle And that is challenging for any filmmaker or any production company, any distributor, and it's not happening. I mean, I'll tell you what, I think a film like, if we take, what film can I take? Actually, Dostana is an interesting film. It's not really a gay film, but it really did normalize the word gay in many ways, the way it dealt with. But at the same time, for us, like a film like De Rishkiya, it's not really gay, but it's so gay. For us, like, I mean, one of those, I mean, we kind of really think De Rishkiya is the gayest film around, you know, with Madhuri. I mean, it's awesome. For us, a film like that really kind of very positive, very interesting, and layered, and not having a very stereotypical character, as we talked about, who either is extremely effeminate. There are, yeah, effeminate men are there. I'm not saying, but having that one effeminate man as a prototype of a gay man, you know, is a problem. Yeah, made fun of all the time, or showing him as a really horrible, mentally distorted character. Like, well, I mean, Student of the Year and some of the other films really show that, which for me is a problem. So I think we are not really progressing enough. And as I said, like, my whole hope is more with the documentaries and the independent films. I mean, I see a lot of independent films which are coming up, which are basically much more honest about what they do. But I think things are changing, and I'm really happy that things are changing. Of course, we want that big gay film to happen very soon. So we are hoping, like,
everybody. I mean, for the longest time, South Indians were like these loud people who don't know how to eat food, and like, you know, I'm a South Indian half, and I feel like, no. I mean, there's so many films where, you know, or Sardarjis, I mean, all Sikhs are like, oh, like always happy, always cheerful. I'm like, so.
I've
But
seen a
not
Grumpy
just-
Sardar, that's true.
But not just, yeah, you know, all South Indians eat like the hichawal haath mein chaat ke, and
And
all
they say,
Sardars do bhangra, like, I mean, but it's not just that. I think men and women, like masculinity and femininity is also, in general, stereotyped. I mean, for the longest time, you know, you had, I mean, the vamp was one figure, or wo sari mein roti hui abla nari, and now I think that the six-pack has become a different kind of stereotype. And which is why I don't have one, not because I'm lazy, but I'm just saying that, so there is that kind of thing, but I think that in general, I think that things are also changing. And I think that as newer films are made, and I'd just like to say a big congratulations and, you know, good on you to Viacom for actually acquiring this film and, or whatever, taking it on and releasing it. It's so important that stories like this and films like this, which are different, I mean, those films will remain, they will always make 100 crores and just as well, because, you know, it's good the film industry should make money. But it's really nice to see films like this, and I think that this is the beginning for that change. But I just want to say, because then you are making a whole population, which is not just gay people, but also heterosexuals. As we saw in the, you know, in various cases that have happened over the last year, you're making them vulnerable to rank bullying and nothing else by the agents of the state, whether it's the police, whether it's whoever. So it's really important that laws change, and that as a society, we keep that pressure on the government, on our judiciary, so challenging, you know, all those cases. I mean, great job.
Good on you.
It is true that, I mean, you know, people keep saying, again, people around me were like, oh, you get stereotyped, and, you know, there were tens of people who were trying to influence me. But then, as an actor, I think it's my job to portray characters, rather than thinking, oh, this will stereotype me or that will stereotype me. Here, it's not about us, it's about the story, it's about the message. And here, the story is the star. So I thought, you know, as my first break, this is something that I'll probably never get to do.
Excuse me, oh lights बंद करो please, glare आ रहा है ना. Sorry sir. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought, you know, as an actor, and this is my first film, and I'm really proud of it. In fact, my role, because my character is someone who's very calm on the surface. As Sir said, when you discover yourself at 13, and you can only come out at 18, 19, and reach out to the organizations, my character doesn't even do that, because he's so afraid. So he's calm on the surface, but he's a chaos inside. And I found that very challenging, you know, to pull off that in my first film. I thought, you know, I'd rather do a film like this than a masala film with six-pack abs and like, hey, मैं हूँ hero सबका.
I had to convince him with one thing, saying that, you know, everybody is doing those, the love story and this and that. If you need to stand out, well, here's something different, give it a thought. And that's when the third time around he agreed. And then we made him lose weight.
इस तरह की फिल्में क्या समाज में कुछ बदलाव ला सकती हैं, आपको लगता है?
I think definitely. मुझे लगता है कि फिल्म जो माध्यम है उसमें बहुत, मैं अक्सर बोलती हूँ, उसमें बहुत पावर है, बहुत शक्ति है. I think कि not just ये फिल्म, हर फिल्म, I think कि चाहे वो बजरंगी भाईजान हो, या वो पीपली लाइव हो, या वो मर्दानी हो, या वो टाइम आउट हो, या वो क्वीन हो, मतलब अगर 125 लोगों के हॉल से इवन 2 लोग एक सवाल लेके निकल रहे हैं तो एक छोटा सा बदलाव हुआ है. सो आई थिंक सिंपली पुट डेफिनेटली फिल्में समाज में बदलाव ला सकती है, मानसिकता में बदलाव ला सकती हैं और इसलिए अच्छी फिल्में बननी चाहिए.
तहसीन, मेरा सवाल आपसे है कि जितने भी अभी तक सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजमेंट्स आए हैं एलजीबीटी कम्युनिटी को लेकर, उससे आप कहाँ तक सहमत हैं या क्या कहना चाहेंगे उस के बारे में?
सर सुप्रीम कोर्ट का एक ही जजमेंट आया
हाँ,
है.
जो भी-
बाकी दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट का जजमेंट था 2009 में, जिसने 377 को लीगलाइज किया था. एक्चुअली लीगलाइज नहीं, डीक्रिमिनलाइज किया था, सॉरी. और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसे ओवरटर्न कर दिया. अब मामला सुप्रीम कोर्ट में क्यूरेटिव पोजीशन में है और मुझे ये उम्मीद है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट, ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट जो है, will take a lenient view because by and large सुप्रीम कोर्ट में ट्रेंड रहा है. मैं एक लीगल पॉइंट से कह रहा हूँ. It's been the Supreme Court's taken a very legal, a very humanitarian